So the Indiana Fever are playing against the Washington Mystics today. So it was almost going to be, the Iowa matchup of Caitlin Clark versus Lucy Olsen, but it looks like Caitlin Clark is not playing. I don't think anything has been made officially official yet, but it very much looks like Caitlin Clark is not going to be playing in this game. And Lucy Olsen is the Iowa player that will probably keep a lot of Iowa fans watching. But what can we expect from Lucy Olsen today? I would assume she's going to be playing like some minutes. So when we got to look at the roster right here for the Washington Mystics, and I stand by this. I do think that give me her, not Jade Melbourne is better than Lucy Olsen. Give me Lucy Olsen over Hugh Sutton. I watched Hugh Sutton quite a bit last season. I was not impressed at all, really, by Sutton, if we're being honest. I thought that she was fine at times. But if you're looking at guards on this team, Brittany Sykes isn't a point guard. Sykes is their best player right now, but she's not a point guard. I think she's going to play the 2. I think Jade Melbourne's going to start the 1. Because, again, Jade Melbourne is better than Sonia Citron. I don't care what anyone says. Jade Melbourne is... Like, if you're looking at their best young players, Jade Melbourne is still their best young player. Kiki Iriafen, I would assume the starting 4-5 is going to be Steph Dolson and Shakira Austin. I would assume they're starting. And then I would assume it's going to be Melbourne, Citron, and Sykes. That would be my guess. And... look, with that being said, where do I think Lucy Olsen comes in on the bench? So the first player off the bench, more than likely, is going to be one of Kiki Iriafen or Emily Engstler. They're probably going to be first off the bench, but they don't play the same position. But if you're looking at guards off the bench for the Mystics, their bench guards are Hugh Sutton. Engstler can kind of push somebody down if she wants to play the 3. But realistically, they've got no guard depth. They've got no guard depth at all. So today will be an interesting one to see what we'll learn about Lucy Olsen is we'll learn about whether she's going to be in the rotation, because if we see Citron point guard minutes, F's in chat, lads. F's in chat. Lucy Olsen's not going to be really getting to anything, really, if we're seeing Citron point guard minutes. And if you're saying, oh, but Sonia Citron's not a point guard. She played point guard for a season at Notre Dame and was really freaking good. She averaged 17 points per game. She was fantastic. She was fantastic point guard. She has no flaws to play her. It's not like she does anything particularly well, but she's no flaws. She's a good but not unbelievable shooter. She's a good but not unbelievable defender. She's got length. She can pass the ball pretty well. So yeah, there's a lot of positives with Sonia Citron as a player, but I still think Lucy Olsen as a 1 has that little bit more upside, because again, this is a team that I do think this team has a lot of positives as far as just their length. I think their length is very good. You've got Citron, who's versatile. You've got Engstler, who's versatile. You can go small. You can go big. You've got athleticism, Kiki Iriafen and Leah Edwards at the 4-5. You've got Sykes, who's freakishly quick, really good perimeter defender. You've got Jade Melbourne, who's length at the 1. So, yeah, I genuinely do think that it's a good team. And oh man, if we I'm just looking at Leeds right now. If we lose the league on a BS offside decision that was onside, if we lose the league on that, I'm gonna freak. But yeah, it's just gonna be a tough one, because I don't know. They drafted her with a second round pick. They didn't put her in any. There was thought of Lucy Olsen not making the roster prior to Georgia Amore's injury, and I have a feeling we saw it with the Sky. It does not matter, especially early on in the year. It doesn't matter how well players are playing. The roster spots are as good as picked. and the rotation is good as picked. Like Mariah Jefferson stunk it up last year. Mariah Jefferson is only in the league because she was good when she played with Stewie at UConn. And Mariah Jefferson's in over Hailey Van Lith. And we saw how much better yesterday Hailey Van Lith was. She's at least a threat. She's at least a threat. Like, it's not like it was a... like Mariah Jefferson does nothing. But that's the thing when it comes to Lucy Olsen. She's still going to be a threat at the one. And it just depends on what the coach wants to do. Like, if the coach wants a point guard to just dribble the ball up and kind of pass. But at the same time, that's not really Jade Melbourne either. That's not her game. Like, Lucy Olsen can go and create her shot. She can pass. She can do a lot of stuff. I'm hoping to see Lucy Olsen get 15 minutes tonight just to see how she gets on against WNBA competition, because I think she'll be fine. I think when players have that natural aggression and motor, they're going to be fine playing against a higher level. It's the players that aren't naturally aggressive that I'd be kind of worried about sometimes. And, like, obviously, Jade Melbourne, again, is, 6 months older than her and had a really good end to last season and got progressively better as last season went on. So there's no chance of Lucy Olsen coming in over Jade Melbourne. But at the same time, like, maybe they decide Sykes a point guard, Citron at the 2, and then go Engsler at the 3 or something. Maybe they put Iria Fenn at the 3. I don't know, but I would be hoping that she's in the first 10 in the rotation. I really would be hoping that that's kind of what we see from the Mystics, is that she's in the first 10, because if she's in the first 10, there's obviously no question about her making the squad, but she's in a position during the season where she's going to play in a lot of games. It's a long season. Teams are going to use 10, 11 players, and the Mystics, who have no salary at all, are going to use 12 players. Like, you want Lucy Olsen to be in a situation where she's not just getting DMPs. So that's really one of the things to look out for, because the Indiana Fever, especially when their bench are in, they're going to be hungry to win. They're going to be hungry to win. Like, you don't want it. I don't care if it's preseason. You don't want to start the season on a loss. So for Lucy Olsen as well, she wants to show out, because Iria Fenn and Sonia Citron have their spots sorted. They were the 3rd and 4th pick. It really does not matter how badly they play. They're going to be getting big minutes throughout this year for development, because Mystics are not trying to win. But as a 2nd round pick, Lucy Olsen has to play significantly better than Citron and Iria Fenn to even get a real look in. So that's what I'm hoping for today. I'm hoping to see aggression. I'm hoping to see fit out rather than fit in, because if you're Sonia Citron, you're allowed to fit in. If you are a high pick, you are allowed to fit in. Just like if you are Paige Bueckers for the Wings, you are allowed to fit in, you're going to start. If you are JJ Quinnerly and and all you're trying to do is not screw up and be solid, you're going to be out. Like, you're going to be out of the league. You're going to be out of the league. As a 2nd round pick, as a late round pick, you have got to fit out. But yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.